I've wondered so many times that what are the important things to note when trying to come up with a good photo manipulation, a good product manipulation, or whatever you want to call it in design. So I'll just give you 4 important ones that are very, very important, which you need to use when you want to design or to work on your manipulation. And one is your contrast. Number 2 is perspective, very important. Number 3 is color grading. And the last one, shadow. These are very, very important elements to use when working on your photo manipulation. And I'm sure you're going to be wondering, where is this guy? Right, I'm at your face, but you're not seeing me. Are you ready to see me? So I'm in your face now. It's Yemi from Clean Designs, and I'm glad to have you again to our YouTube channel. Welcome again. And if you're a first-time subscriber and you're just subscribing to my channel, please make it known to the comment section so we can welcome you to this great family. Yeah, so we're going to be working on photo manipulation, product manipulation for 7-Up. And I'm just going to be giving you just a simple definition of manipulation, my own way, because I've been working in a little while on manipulation designs, and I just have a simple definition. Manipulation is simply putting something in design, putting anything at all that was not in a particular design before. Putting anything at all. Either you put shadow, if there was no shadow in the image, you put shadow, you put a little contrast of color, or maybe you put art on the person's head, there was no cap on the person's head, you put cap, or maybe it wasn't wearing the glasses, I put that. That is manipulation in design. So manipulation just simply means putting something that was not there, putting it there to be part of the scene. So that's what manipulation is all about. So today in our class, we're going to be working on a product manipulation for 7-Up, and it's going to be a very, very interesting class. I'm very, very excited to go into the class because this manipulation took me close to 6 hours to work on. I'm going to be giving you, because I already know the nitty-gritty and everything, just giving you simple steps. I'm going to be explaining for you how I got into this design, and we enjoy ourselves. See you in the class. Okay, so we want to move straight to our class now. So we're trying to work on it. Yeah, so the first thing we want to do right now is to make the background. The background, that's the first important thing to do. So what we're going to do now is to pick out the yellow color background. Sorry, the orange color background. The orange color background color code is FF7500. So what we do is we create a new layer. The layer has been created already. Then what we do is to get a sharp method in getting your background. So you pick the top color on your thumbnail, then you try and put in your code there, which is FF7500. Then click on OK. Now the top color side is now on the orange color. What you just need to do is click on Alt and backspace. So we have our orange color there. Yep. So the next thing to do is to get the lighter parts of the that came out on the orange that look like a splash. Not a splash, sorry, that look like a light on the orange. So we create another layer again. Then we'll pick our brush tool, increase it a little bit, then make sure it's set to soft round with brush tool. When we've done that already, what we just need to do is so we need to pick that light color. The color code for that for that is FF, that is triple F, FFF 128. So click on OK. So we have our brush tool selected, increase a little bit. So we have that done already. So what we need to do is, I want to make it wide. I want to increase it, so I click on Ctrl T to bring out the nodes, then I increase. I think this is okay. All right. So we save it as color dodge to make it the light sharper. Yeah. So we have our background done. So the next thing to do now is to bring in our cup and merge it with the 7-Up bottle. So we are trying to merge it first. That's the first thing we are going to do before we do the cutting. So this is what I'm going to do. This is my two background. I create a group for it. It's always important to create a group for your layer so it will be neat, in a neat format. So we'll name this one background, background, background. So what we want to do now is to bring in the so I need to cut the can background so I'll be able to merge it together. Ctrl J. Let's go up. Ctrl C. So what's going to happen now? We put the layer of the can on top of the. So that's what's going to happen to merge it together. So I need to reduce it a little bit. Yeah. So that's done. So I want to cut out this edge because it's this edge I want to show. So I get my pen tool. So I turn the fill to 0 to none. Okay. So go around to get the shape done. Selection, put that 0. Inverse, Ctrl J. Sorry. So we have that done. So we have our can, the head of can cut. The head of the can is cut now. So we want to wrap it around the cup. So we click on Ctrl T, then we'll get on our wrap tool, zoom it in, drag this. So are you seeing what I'm doing? Okay, we have that done. So now the bottom of the cup is showing. So what I want to do is to erase that part. So I create a layer mask, get in my brush too. So I'm getting the parts getting rid of. So that's done. So I have to merge the layer with the cup. Then I merge it. Merge the layer with the cup. So, sorry, I merged the cup with the 7-Up can. So we have this already. So the next thing we want to do is we want to cut all the can, the 7-Up can, into four sides. So we pick our pen tool again. Convert the fill to none. Then go around. So convert our cells to selection, to make selection, leave it at 0. Then we Ctrl J, clicking on the shape, Ctrl J. We have that done. So we have that shape done already. Get rid of. So we have this done. So the next way to do it, so you'll be able to see what to do. You open the eye of the 7-Up cup, and you reduce the opacity. So it's where what you're working on. Okay, zoom in, then you pick your pen tool again. it's cut. So the first side is you Ctrl T, then you make sure your cursor has the curved edge, then you bend it. I think this is okay. For this, make it closer, Ctrl T, then you bend. Okay, the other one, click on the layer, Ctrl C, to bend it to the left hand side. Click on OK. Then the last one, Ctrl T, bend it also. Yeah, so we have this. So don't worry about if it's not well bent. As you are bringing in the orange to merge, you'll see how we'll get across that. So we have all our layer cuts. So let's start with the top one. Since when I was teaching you in the class, the first thing I told you about is perspective. So we look at the perspective of this can. When you're looking at the perspective of the top can, of the cover itself, you can't see the under. You can't see the under, so you leave it blank like that. So the next one we're working on is the second one. So the second one is curved is bent like this. Once it's bent like that, we are seeing the top. So what we need to do is to get the orange. So let's blind the top one. Let's blind the other ones. So we are working on this one next. So we want to get our orange. All right, so we have our orange. So we want to increase it a little bit. So we want to cut our orange out. Select subject. Ctrl J. So we're selecting our orange out. Yeah. So we want to pick the orange we actually need is this one opened. Is having the same perspective with our can. That is why I'm using it. I didn't just pick any orange online. I looked at the perspective of the orange with the perspective of the can. If it's something we can easily manipulate. Because it's always important to be able to use perspective also, like I rightly told you when we started the class. So we have this. So click on Ctrl J. So we have our orange selected now. So we have it selected. So what we want to do now is Ctrl T to be able to get it inside. So it has to be under the layer of the can. So now this is what we're going to do. Ctrl T, we're going to wrap it around the body of the can. So click on wrap. To wrap the can now on the body of the orange. Wrap. You can see we are getting close to it now. We're getting something more like it. So we have this already, something more like it, but still trying to work it out. So we're still going to have, still going to wrap the, still wrap the can, Ctrl T. So now, you see, you have our account wrapped around. So the next thing we want to do is to, we'll do that same thing for the whole, for the can, or the whole can, to get exactly what, what we want, so that we will not waste more time on it. All right, we have everything done now. So after doing all the whole sketching and movements, so we arrive at this. We used the other orange. I got the last orange because the perspective of this orange I used. This perspective of this orange couldn't flow with this. So I had to use the orange that was in the box. The oranges that were in the box. It will be, I'll put in the files in my YouTube channel, so you can, if you want to work on yours also, work on it. So like I already said, it's always important for you to group all your works. It makes your work interesting. It makes your work neat, and you'll be able to identify layers. Cans all well done. So we open them. So the next thing we want to do is to make the splash. So we'll get the splash itself. So this is splash. So we have it here. It has to be underneath the layer. So we increase it first. Since this curve is bent, so we'll bend this one also. Then we'll push it down. So before we continue, we need to allow it to be underneath the layer of the can. So we have it underneath. Now it's looking more like it. So we want to remove the white background. So what we're going to do is, So what we want to do now is click on blend option. Then underneath the blend if, the blend if layer, you can see that's another fancy method of cutting white background. So, but we want to use that. We use start to cut, split it into two. Yeah, we have that. All right, we have that done. So I just want to rasterize it so that it will get off my what's the smart objects. Then rasterize. Then what I'm going to do now is, because I'm still having some little space here, I pick on my clone 2. Sweet. So now what we want to do now, we want to have a front splash so that it look like it's directly from, it's like the splash is the thing is really entering the juice. The splash, it looks like it's going to be entering the juice of it. So, and I'm going to put it here. So it looks like we are getting closer to our day. So now we want it to have the feel of. So I'll put this splash together. Oh, it has to be on top. It has to be on top. All right. So now I want you to have the feel of the droplets, like the dew on the body of the, and so I have my dew layer. So we're going to do exactly what we did on it. What we did for the body, get the exact shape. So we have the dew with this. All right. So we're going to turn it to linear bond. So when we do that, we create to remove all the sides. We open it, do any layer mask, and pick our brush tool. Then we get this one cleaned up on the body. So our work will be faster. So we use it also. Yeah. So don't forget that don't worry about the other parts. Click on the layer. So since we have some excesses here, we need to bring that back, the light there, and click on this. Yep, so we have that already done. So what we need to do is put it in the layer of its own. Yeah, so it has gone in. Yep, so it's more looking more like it. So the next thing we want to do is to add light. You know, we talk about perspective, perspective. The second one, which is shadow. We want to keep on shadow to our can, which is what's going to give that thing life, like real life. So the next thing we want to do now is we want to put shadow underneath this can, because the can is entering inside this place, so there must be a shadow in that side. So what we want to do now is, under this layer, we are creating a shadow with this guy. So our layer is going to be in between them. So create that layer there. Then we'll go to our shape tool. This shape tool will do this work very well. Then we'll pick on the ellipse tool. Then you draw a circle. Not a circle, like an oval. So we'll turn this to black. Make this to 0. Yeah. So T, Ctrl T. And you see. So what we want to do now is we'll rasterize it. Once we rasterize it, we go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Yeah, we have that done. We just reduce the opacity a little bit. So we have that done now. So the next one I want to do is the shadow for this orange here. So being that is me, can we say we put this? Let me put this in this layer of this guy. Yeah. So we have that soft now. So the next one is the shadow. Okay. No. It's not. We won't put it there, so it won't get us confused. Let's bring out the shadow. Yeah. So put it. Yeah, we'll create his own group separately. So group it. We'll name this one Splash. Orange Splash. Yeah, we have that done. So now we are creating the shadow for this guy. So it will have to be on top. We create a layer, then we'll pick our shape to ellipse tool, then we'll draw same thing. Don't worry about this thing. Get it done. Yeah. Turn it to black. Leave this at 0. Okay. So Ctrl C. Yeah. So might be needing all this at the other parts too. So what I'll just need to do is I'll just duplicate Ctrl J and I'll take it outside. So I'll be using it for each of them. Yeah. So we have this guy here now. So blur. So blur, filter, blur, and Gaussian blur. Rasterize. Okay. Oh, that was too much. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur, rasterize. So we are to make it more realistic. Okay, this is okay. So what I want to now do is I pick my brush tool, then I give it layer mask, increase it a little bit. So I want to make my opacity and flow. My flow of 75 is okay. Opacity is, oh sorry. And you see what our this thing is turning into. It's looking realistic. Yeah, we have that done already. Close this. The next one we want to do is since the light is flashing coming from there, we need to put light on the body of each of the can. So our light is going to be coming from this on the body of the can here. So what we need to do is pick the body of the can, the last first part, go there, then create another layer. Then we'll pick our brush. Make sure the top is to white. Then we'll reduce. Yeah, so the opacity is okay. So we're already getting off this. So we want to put the yellow is looking like that's white. It's supposed to be a transparent cup, and the reflection of our yellow background should be on the can. So what we're going to do is create a layer on up top. I'll just pick our brush tool. Then we'll select the color of this thing. Yeah, increase it a little bit. Just touch it around the body. Looks more like it now. So leave that color deep. Yeah. Really a darker color. So we have that. So our work is now getting done. So what we need to do is just put all the oranges where it needs to be. So this is our orange, is by the side, Ctrl T. Okay, we have one here. So once we have one here, it has to be at the back. So it's okay there, Ctrl T in another dimension. So you control to duplicate. Yeah, so Ctrl T. This one should be facing up. So increase it. So as it's increasing there, we need to put a shadow between it and the other guy there, than this cup. So create a layer for it. Then just pick your brush tool, increase, need to turn to black. Just by the side. Not too much, not too much. Yeah. So our work is now becoming realistic. Yeah, we need to put the necessary oranges there. So this guy, what I did was just put him at the background there, Ctrl T, and increase it. So just put him at the back there. He has that feel. Yeah, that's how it is, okay? So what I need to do is, I create a layer mask again, because I don't want it to let's increase it a little bit. Yeah. So After creating layer mask, so I like to blend. So we have that done. Then we have some small oranges. I feel they are exhausted. So we have some small oranges. I will include all of them for you in the this thing. See, I'll need this orange. Control C, Control V. So put this one here. Very good. And now just a random orange. A random orange. Let me get a random orange. All the orange, the files will be put in my my YouTube channel for you to do yours also. Okay. Control C, Control V. So we have our oranges there. So to get the blurry effect, what you just need to do is on all your oranges, click on filter, blur, then Gaussian blur. The same way we did it. So I want to increase this a little bit. I want to put another one here. So I'll have this one smaller. Don't forget our focus on the orange. That's why we are doing it like this. We have another one here. Then our smoke effects. That's the effect of something that is freezing. So we have it on top. Yes. Don't forget to always group your work. Yeah. So I'll name this one oranges. Yeah. So then we'll put our logo. Yep. Yeah. So we have our 7-Up can, well defined and explicit. So you can work on yours when you get the files, and if you don't understand anything, you can ask question on the chat box on the YouTube channel. Don't forget, thank you, like my channel, subscribe, then open the notification button to receive new downloads for tutorial. Thank you for being in my class today. See you next class. God bless.